What is going on, world? I am the Hungarian Experiment, and a question that I keep getting every once in a while, I've discussed this in the past, is should I do a ketogenic diet or should I do intermittent fasting? What's the better option here? Now, if you know me and follow along my journey, I believe that life is very situational depending on your goals, your limitations, your lifestyle, your job, all these factors that are affecting you in your life. This is all going to depend on what is the most optimal situation and the most optimal diet or lifestyle that you should be implementing into your life. So ultimately, when I hear people asking, should I do keto or should I do intermittent fasting, they're usually wondering, I want to lose fat. So what's the best option for me to cut fat? What's the best option for me to carry on in my lifestyle in order to cut fat? Now, if you want to cut fat very, very quickly, then I think a ketogenic diet is great for that, but I don't think it's great long term, and we're going to discuss that here and why I believe so. So whether you are doing a ketogenic diet, a ketogenic lifestyle, or whatever, you're reducing your carbohydrates to basically none, or you're doing intermittent fasting, the whole goal is to put your body into a state of fat loss. This is what is going to help you, one, cut fat and get into a lifestyle where you are not only having carbohydrates within your body the whole time, every single day for extended, weeks and months on end. That is the biggest key here, is that if you want to cut fat, you got to put your body into a state of fat loss, and that's not going to happen if you have carbohydrates within your body. So you can either do that through ketogenic diet, where you completely limit your carbs every single day to basically nil, 20 to 50 grams. I even think 50 grams is pushing you out of that ketogenic state of ketosis, or through intermittent fasting, where you are allowing the carbohydrates to naturally deplete from your body through time and physical exercise. So your body and your brain loves carbohydrates. It's its first primary fuel source. So when you ingest carbs into your body, it's using those carbohydrates first. Now, when all those carbohydrates deplete and you have none left in your bloodstream and within your muscle groups, then your body is going to use your liver to process fat and break it down and turn it into these ketone bodies. And then that is what your body uses and your brain uses as fuel to plug along throughout the day. Now, as I mentioned there, most people, because of their diets and their lifestyles and the things that they're eating, they're very rarely getting into this state of ketosis. So even that, I've made a video like why intermittent fasting is the best method for fat loss, and between these two I still believe it is the best method for fat loss, is that someone like the typical bro who's eating 6 to 8 small meals a day and they're trying to time it out, so they're trying to cut fat along this journey, that it's, you're spiking and lulling, spiking and lulling, spiking and lulling your food and your energy levels. So it's very hard to ensure that you're reaching this state of fat loss, because it's happening so many times in the day that you're trying to time it out perfectly. But with intermittent fasting, you're allowing this long period for that to occur. Now, a big reason that I'm not a fan of the ketogenic diet, and I don't think it's the best thing to do long term, is that some of the best foods, best tasting, let's just even get over the best tasting, the best foods out there are full of carbohydrates. But along with that too, some of the most healthiest and nutritious foods that are full of micronutrients like fruits and vegetables are loaded with carbohydrates as well. One of my big ass salads, depending on what kind of veggies I put into it, is anywhere from 25 to 45 to 50 grams of carbohydrates. So if I have a big ass salad every day and I have a little bit of fruit to get all my micronutrients in, so I don't have to be popping vitamin supplements, then that I'm already going over a ketogenic diet. And that's the big thing that I see, is that, it's like the Atkins diet. Being in a ketogenic diet, you're getting a lot of fat and a lot of protein in your body, which is great, but you're not getting all these very healthy and nutritious food sources. So I didn't want this video to be too long here, but that's basically it. That is why I suggest long-term intermittent fasting as a better diet and a better lifestyle. I've been doing it for over 8 years now. I've been finding amazing results. I managed to still put on great amounts of muscle year after year after year, and I managed to stay super lean. I think it's ridiculous when I watch these guys bulk and then cut, and bulk and cut year after year after year, because hormonally, I don't think that's the best thing for them. Doing this to your body year after year after year, it just can't be healthy. it's got to be doing something to your body. It's got to be doing something to your lifespan. There's got to be so many factors going on that are affecting this when you're ballooning up 30 to 40 pounds and then cutting that off year after year. So a ketogenic diet, again, I think it's great. I suggest it to some of my coaching clients when they want to get that initial surge of fat loss, especially in the beginning or about halfway through or towards the end of our coaching together, because that is going to excel you. By restricting your carbohydrates, all that you're gonna have in your body to process is fat for fuel. So it's definitely going to help with fat loss. But is it the most healthy? Is it the best thing long term? I don't believe it is. So when people ask me if what's the best diet or what's the best lifestyle option to choose from, I'm always going to go with intermittent fasting, because you still can get healthy, nutritious, large amounts of food in every single day. And you can still get great results. And along with that, you can still have like big cheat days. You can still splurge, you can still enjoy and conquer your cravings. Whereas with a ketogenic diet, yeah, you're able to eat like some greasy, fatty foods, but like you're not able to have like candy every once in a while. You're not able to have like large amounts of fruit, like sugary substances. So if you're heavily restricting these things, then it's more likely that you're gonna binge because you're heavily restricting those from your life. So go with the easier lifestyle, and that's intermittent fasting. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I want to know what you guys think. Have you taken on a ketogenic diet in the past? What did you think from that? Did you do it long term? How long was this? If you did and you were trying to do it for fat loss, how much fat did you manage to lose with the ketogenic diet? Are you still carrying that lifestyle on now that you're finished from it? Because this is a video that I actually made a couple videos before this about false prophets. And I see a lot of people out there in the world, they start creating Instagram accounts or YouTube channels called like the keto journey, the keto diet, keto mom, keto dad, and they're telling other people to get upon this lifestyle or get upon this diet when they haven't really experimented with it long term. So I think it's kind of silly that we have these false prophets out there who are trying to push other people into these diets and into these lifestyles when they haven't really been experimenting with it and doing it long term. So they're going out there in the world and telling other people what to do and how to live their lives when they've barely done it themselves. So just be careful with some false prophets. There will be tons of people out there in the world who will tell you what you should be doing with your life. I'm going to tell you what I believe. I'm never going to tell you 100% what the fuck you need to do with yourself in your life. So take everything that I say with a grain of salt, but especially other people out there in the world. Take their concepts, take their ideas and their theories with a grain of salt as well, and do what you think is the best for you. Do as much research as you can, experiment, and document your life, and you will really learn what's the best thing for yourself. Definitely try it. Try a ketogenic diet for 2 to 3 months. See how that affects you, but heavily document that down. See how it's affecting you long term. So I want to know what you guys think, so leave that in the comment section below, and on your way down there, make sure you hit that like button. I am the Hungarian Experiment.